here with you, and I'm here for the November Take 5 Art Challenge, and this time it's hosted by Anna. So Anna gave us some really challenging prompts, and I decided to use these to create the first page of my calendar that I'm making for my Etsy store, as well as the month of May. So we're doing 2 parts because it's you know, why not? And these should be relatively easy, except that I've already started. I opened this up and I ended up making a mess already. So yeah, in the description box below you will find the links to all the wonderful ladies, and this is the calendar that I'm making. And I sure hope you go and check them out because they're very, very talented, and they all have different takes on this, so it's very interesting to see that. The prompts this month are: add an animal or insect, texture, shiny, sparkle, use a brush not intended for art, and splatter. So the first thing I'm gonna do is gesso this, because that's gonna be the top part of my calendar where I'm gonna put the dates. And I was gonna make my life easy and use use some numbers that I had in my stash, but I realized that all the numbers had only like 2 of each number. Now this upcoming year is going to be 2022, and therefore I need 3 2s, so that wasn't going to work out. So I decided to go ahead and use some of my stamps. And if you've watched my haul that I posted on Saturday, I believe, I had shown that I purchased some stamps of numbers, so I figured this would be a great time to use them. Now, I don't like to waste this, but at the same time, I'm trying to see if I can put it somewhere. And I don't really have anything up close that I'm thinking of. Oh, not true. I could use it for this. This is a little book I started a long time ago, and I've never done anything with it, but the pages need to be gessoed, so might as well just use the rest of the gesso here. Like I said, I don't like to waste. And this is already a good base for this little book. Okay, so put that in the water and put that off to dry. And then meanwhile, while this is drying, we'll put that aside, which is the great thing about doing this in 2 parts, because I get to do the other part while this part is drying. I'm going to be putting a napkin, by the way, on top of that, and that's going to be my texture. So I'm just gonna take it apart while I'm waiting for that to dry, because I didn't do that prior to. I didn't take it apart prior to starting the video. And if you want to make sure that it sticks, you're better off not having the bottom layer. Some napkins have three layers. This one, I believe, only has the one. So you can keep this for further texture on another project. So I'm going to put that aside, and I'm just going to put this one right next to me so that I'm ready when that part comes. Now for this here, I'm going to be doing the month of May, and I have this which fits just right for my calendar. So I'm going to be using this piece of paper, which I've had in my stash for a long time. Now I wonder. No, I don't really care. So, of course, I'm keeping the nice side where I'm going to put just my stamp of Crafting Vicky. as the maker of this calendar. All the art that's going to be in this calendar is all my own that I drew, and then I colored with my Copics, and then I am using them in here. Why am I not? Okay, so I'm going to trim this slightly. It's not going to really make a difference because, I mean, it's so small. You won't see much of a difference in the calendar overall. So, plus my other pages might not be perfectly straight, and it's just so small and I don't want to waste. And this was the right size for the rest of the purpose. So, and as you'll see in the next piece that I use, I'm really not wasting anything. So now I'm going to use my crocodile to punch my holes again and align these with the holes I had already made. I hate when it gets stuck. That's where my pokey tool comes into play. Okay, so then we've got that done. And the not wasteful part, you can see here, when I did some cards, they had this flap here, and I cut off the flap. Let me find, I have some other ones. So I had these card base, which open up like that. But now I can't really reuse these because I just don't know what to do with them. So basically I cut off the flap, and now I'm left with the flap. But I didn't want to waste, I didn't want to throw it away because I just thought it was so pretty. So I figured if I put it like this on top, it would make a really nice pattern. So that's my goal. And actually I could have put that and hidden the bottom part. Oh well, too late. I didn't think about it. My brain is only looking at the different parts that I'm using at the time that I'm using them. Sorry. Well, I can't believe we're at the end of November already. It's pretty crazy. I hope for those of you that watch all my creative videos this month, you enjoyed seeing that much content. And obviously I'm not going to be making as much content in the month of December, but I will probably try to film more of these because I want to, I'm doing this on the weekend prior to the 30th, so I'm going to be making more because I really want to put this in my store like as of this upcoming week. So I'm going to be making the other parts for the calendar, and I thought maybe I could show you guys how I'm doing it. So I might film those and put them through, even though the calendar will have been already put to sale. And obviously there's only one of these, so if you're interested, you should go and check out my Etsy store. Hopefully by the time this airs, the calendar will have been put in. Might have been sold out too, I don't know. We'll see how fast it goes. Trying to put a few new things in the store as well. If you're looking for gift ideas, there's the classes that I've done this year, that there's still a few left of those. Okay, so we've got this. I'm thinking that I would have liked for this to pop a little bit more. And I had a piece of cardstock that I was gonna use but then I didn't because it wasn't big enough. But I think it would be perfect for this. Oops. And it's this here. If I was to put this on here, then I could cut around, and I think it would make it extend a little bit more. I'm just gonna put it, trying to be as not to waste paper, because I might use that paper for some other parts. So making these calendars is a pretty long process, but I think it makes a really nice gift. Okay, so there's that. And I'm going to be using, we said, the month of May. So I have these little calendars that I got from the dollar store. And I got two, so I have two different set of colors. And there's multiple little calendars in there. So I thought we could use this here for the month of May. That would be pretty cool. Okay, so I'll put this down. I'll put it in so that it's close to the edge. This way I give myself a chance to not cover so much of the calendar. And don't want to cover that little hole. Feels like it doesn't fit in. And then there's a prompt that's calling for insects, so I'm going with butterfly. With a butterfly. So, whoops. Okay, my butterfly came apart. So I'm just gonna put one, and I'm gonna put it, I think, right there, or right there. Maybe right there would be pretty. So I've got this new glue that was sent to me by a friend, a dear friend, and there's a tip that goes on it. Whoops! Now what's fun with this one is it has already the little needle that's going to go inside to keep it closed, I guess. Okay, and then remove this here. So this is art glitter glue, a design. It's a designer glue, and it dries clear. And obviously, it's my first time using it, but it's very precise. So I thought this might be the perfect glue for this. Okay, so we've got that done, and then I can put my little pin on this to close it off. So there's that. I'm gonna keep this because it could be useful. I don't know for what, but who knows. And this, I guess, I don't need. unless I want to bring it somewhere, so I'll still keep it just in case. But I can put that aside for now because I'm not going to be using it again. So there's that. And then I'm just going to put a little bit of stickles inside the little flowers. Whoa, that was way too much stickles. That was not the plan. Oh. Just want a tiny bit of stickles inside the flowers, just to bring some sparkle. We've got sparkle as a prompt, and I'm using 2 types of sparkles. I'm going to be using that, and I'm going to be using the embossing powder. So here's my month of May completed, and then we'll get back to the top part of this, which is this, which is the calendar top. And so now we've got to put the napkin on top. So let's put some decoupage glue and use this for it. I might also bring you along, guys, during the month in the making of my grandmother's calendar, because I already started that with you guys. So this is my texture, and actually I want more texture. I don't want to see the lines of the napkin. Where did my glue go? Okay, so I'm just gonna cut around, and then I'll put another coat on top, and then finish off the process of making this top portion. Oops. Okay, so here we go. Put that aside. And I can put another coat on top. Oops. Tore a little bit. It's okay, I still have some of the napkin here. Just put that on. It won't show anymore. And same with the top here. And here. Okay, I'm gonna let this dry just a tiny bit while I'm trying to pull out my numbers that I need, and then we'll just continue drying it with the heat tool, because I got a feeling it won't be completely dry. So this I no longer need, and here are the numbers, and they're from Making Memories. and hopefully, and then have the two. Where's my 0? I've got a bigger 2. I think this would be better. And where's my 0? My 0, I guess, is also the O. That's the small one. I want a big one. Let's put back the ones I'm not using. Just so I don't keep on looking at the same numbers over and over again. I'm really glad to be using them right away because I tend to have all these stamps and not use them. In case you're, that's too small. In case you're looking for some fun stamps, I have some de-stash items in my store. They're really, a lot of them are brand new, so they're a great way of getting some stamps for not too much, or even for gift giving, because like I said, a lot of them are brand new because I was part of some subscriptions and stuff like that, and then never used up the stamps that I got. Okay, that could be a big O. So it's either this or that. I think this one would be better. So I'll put all of these aside. Okay, so we're good to go with the stamp. And hopefully my stamping is going to be good. And I get it right the first time, because that's also something that doesn't always happen. Whoops. Left one out. Okay, continue drying this a bit. Okay. I think I'm going to do the splatters next, and I'm going to use the toothbrush for that. Now, I'm really not good at using a toothbrush for splatters, so I'm just being really honest with all of you guys, but it's okay. We're not asking for perfection, we're just asking to play. So if there's items that in the Take 5 that you don't have to use those. Just use what you have. The main focus of this is just to have fun and to enjoy the process. Okay, so I think I'm going to be using this again. And I'm going to put it on a piece. This is just paper that is under the UPS tags at work, and they just give them to me after, so I recycle those for holding on the paint. Well, it is working this time around, and it's a good thing I'm wearing an apron, because there would be some splatters everywhere. Okay, so that's pretty cool, except that now I have my hands full of it, and I didn't take a baby wipe. Oh boy. Okay, so just gonna dry this off a bit. Okay, so we got that done. Now, we're going to be stamping our 222, 2022, and then I think I'm going to try to do the edges as well with this. I should have, would have, could have, should have put in this here on top just to make sure that I'm kind of centered, because otherwise it's going to be pretty bad. Okay, so now I don't remember where my 2 is, so let's just use some of the embossing powder on top, so at least I can follow my numbers, because I've got a feeling otherwise it's going to be a big mess. Okay, put that in there because I've got a feeling otherwise I'm going to be making another mess. Okay, so then where's my top? So there's my top. I was lucky. Just do the same thing. Hoping that both numbers are going to show in the little case. I'm not quite sure. It's going to be close. Then clearly if you open it up, you're going to be able to see it. I'm just going to go in the middle of my O here because I'm not sure if the glitter was okay. And then I was just thinking it'd be fun to just do the edges, kind of like a flocking. Instead of using black. I love this little tray because it captures all the glitter and you're not putting a glitter everywhere. Okay, so let's dry this off and see how good this looks. This is going to go into the little calendar. So you've got the 222 and it is showing, so pretty happy with the result. It's discreet but very pretty, and you've got all the edges that are also sparkly, so quite pleased with those two. So this is the top part of the calendar, and this is the month of May. So I hope you've enjoyed seeing this process. Go and check out all the other wonderful ladies that are part of the Take 5 Art Challenge. If you do participate and you make a video, please let Kira know so that she can add you to the playlist. And if you are on Instagram, you can tag us as well on Instagram, and just so that we know what beautiful make you've done. So love you guys, and have a fun end of the month of November. Bye.